said, don't fear those that could.
Matthew chapter 10, verse 28, and it reads, and fear not them, and it's written in red, so that's our Lord speaking, Yahawashi. He said, what? And fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him who's able to destroy both soul and body in hell.
Which is Gehenna.
God bless.
All right, take care.
I think that's saying, yeah, it's good.
Yeah. You know, time we talk to this guy in scriptures upon scriptures, he's still with that Jesus shit.
True.
Yeah, so, you know, when we were at the old spot, used to come by. Bro, were you waiting? Or you were waiting by the subway? He used to come by all the time.
Jesus.
Yeah, and he used to be like, he said he understands to some degree, but he couldn't get with the hating part. Like, he couldn't see why God would hate a specific group of people. He said, isn't that in the scriptures?
Like, that's the thing. Let me say this very fast. That's the thing. Our people gotta, like, them emotions, you can't get emotional, man. You know, if it's in the scriptures for a reason, it's the word of the Most High. If the Lord said, I love Jacob and I hated Esau, that's it. You gonna try to come against the Most High? You gonna say, oh, the Most High,
It tells you in the same Romans 9, is they unrighteous with the Most High?
Let's get it.
Yeah.
You know, what's funny is always a lot of people that's so affectionate and so loving to everybody, but it's never done.
It's never
done. Because the community, we the ones that's the minority. We the ones that gotta go through all the bullshit. We the ones that gotta be poor and do all that. And while they get to fucking enjoy the luxuries.
You know, like, you think these Edomites lose sleep when we kill each other? They don't give a a police officer go upside your head.
As a matter of fact, I was watching the Wu-Tang Killing Saga episode, and you know what happened? They went to a store. They was in Ohio. They went to a store, a gun shop, to buy guns, and they said, I'm trying to go hunting, right? And they said, oh yeah. They said, what you hunting? The Edomites. So that's in the thumb. Our people, the Jakes. I think this, you know, heard Ghostface Killer and all them Wu-Tang Clan. So in the show, he said, we hunt some deer and stuff like that. They said, okay, so we got this Glock right here, we got these guns, and they showed them guns. And then when out the Wu-Tang Clan, they left, they said, yeah, they hunters. Let them niggas kill each other. So like the brother just said, they don't lose sleep when we kill each other. You know, they know we buy guns to shoot each other up.
Yeah, and like we said, even these conspiracy theorists. The only reason, if this thing was only affecting us, they won't give a fuck. They won't even go into it. But because now they in a hot seat now too, the elite is coming down on everybody, including their own people. They don't give a fuck. Now all of a sudden, now they talking about, man, get out of here with all that.
They showed that in the 2012 video, trying to get on the shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They shut the doors down, banging. You know, I remember he decked the dude in the face to get inside. They didn't care about their own people, man.
Nah, they don't care about that. That proves that their kingdom going down. They divided.
Right.
Yeah.
Scripture say that a kingdom divided itself cannot stand.
Can't stand because the elite cut them out the deal. You know, they also gonna be a part of that. They want to be a part of that 6.5 billion that they gonna exterminate. They don't give a shit about them. Yeah. They want to bring it out of 500 million.
And according to Esau, it's like 7 billion people on Earth.
Oh yeah, I was about to say, how many people get beaten up?
Oh, and literally, like, it's a great multitude. One for 1,000, of course, that's a governing body. And then you got the rest of the great multitude. So we can't number them.
But do you really think this truth that many people believe already? Like that billions of people already?
It's that scripture with Elijah.
1 Kings 19, yeah.
Because everybody that I've heard, they never heard of this shit.
But that's a small, 144 is a very small number.
No, for the governing body, I'm talking about just when people get beaten up, because you said the people that's going to get beaten up is going to be the people that actually believe.
Yeah, because, when you read, we brought that scripture out where the Lord told him cast his net on the other side. And also when you read in Acts the 4th chapter, 5,000 people came in one day because of one act.
Oh yeah.
Like the brother talked about the spiritual power.
Yeah. It's like you said, First
like
Kings.
If the Lord was to give us that power on this level right now, you know how much people, everybody.
Actually, I said the prophecy song on 110 verse 3
right, people shall be willing.
That people shall be willing to their life out there. So you got a lot of people, and also you're gonna have like
they gotta see
children,
first,
people that people that gotta see to believe, like Thomas.
Yeah.
You know, he said, nah, I'm not gonna believe until I actually see. I see. You know what I'm saying? The Lord showed him, he said, blessed are them that believe without seeing. You know, so that's the spirit. That's us today that believe in the truth. We haven't physically seen our Lord. You got people that's gonna see the works of Yahawashi through the brothers, and then they go, oh nah, they got the truth. I'm getting down with this. And like, yo,
but we want to be those who believe without seeing gonna get the top reward, man. Yeah. You know,
Oh, I'm reading this very fast through the Spirit. So it says, 1 Kings 19 and 14. And he said, I have been very jealous for the Lord power of hosts, because the children of Israel have forsaken thy covenant, thrown down thine altars, and slain thy prophets with the sword. And I, even I only, am left, and they seek my life to take it away. And the Lord said unto him, Go return on thy way to the wilderness of Damascus, and when thou comest, anoint Hazael to be king of Assyria. And Jehu the son of Nimshi shalt thou anoint to be king over Israel. And Elisha the son of Shaphat of Abel-Mahalah shalt thou anoint to be prophet in thy room. And it shall come to pass that him that escaped the sword of Hazael shall Jehu slay, and him that escaped from the sword of Jehu shall Elisha slay. Yet I have left me 7,000 in Israel, all the knees which have not bowed unto Baal, and every mouth which have not kissed him.
Yeah, so he had the Lord. Elijah thought he was the only one left. The Lord said, completion 7. I got men out there you don't know about that have not bowed down to Baal.
Like right now,
Yeah.
his brothers are the four corners of the earth teaching his word.
Yeah, they'll be
Even
on
as-
sea.
Man. That's why I be trying to put people on, because it's like the fast that everybody knows, like the fast shit happen already, bro. I'm not trying to be here for you.
Nah, none of us, man. I wonder, like we said, we wait for something to go down, man. You know? And you know what? The Lord is moving fast, man. We about to go into October, the last quarter of the year. Like 2021 just flew, man.
It did.
You know, 2020 was a crazy year.
Crazy.
And 2021, it started out slow. It gassed people, make it look like life would go back to normal. We defeated it, did this vaccine, and then bam, later on, psych, mandates.
And you know, so spiritual too. People notice it too. The World Trade Center, the new one, is shaped like a syringe.
Yeah.
And the next thing, the 20-year anniversary, that's when they put the mandates of the crack scene. You know, so they probably have all this been planned. You know, which we know they have.
Yeah, I heard they had this shit planned like for that year.
Yeah.
Well, they show you in the movie They Live. He said the elite. He said in the year 2025, we'll have most of the world's resources. That was in the 80s.
80s, yeah. You gotta watch the movie. They Live. You should check it out.
They live.
Yeah. It came out in 1988.
When he had the shades on and he could see the demons, the elite. They're really demons in the skies. That was a damn good movie,
I
yeah.
seen like a clip of it.
Yeah.
One of your videos. I don't know who video it was, but it's like a little clip.
Yeah.
When you put the shade on, you can see it.
Yeah. That was a great movie in the 80s.
And then he was trying to get this Jake to. He's like, you put
That was
on the
the longest
glasses.
fight
They
scene
was
ever,
fighting,
man.
They was punching each other. He like, put on the glasses.
Yeah.
And he was Jake didn't want that's like.
I feel like that's me and Izzy. I be trying to
yeah. Let it show. Let it.
fucking having to argue with him and everything.
Yeah. I mean, through the
It's
spirit.
just definitely the truth. Because like we said, Islam, I don't know, they leaders telling their people take it too. Saudi Arabia, that's the quote unquote, they call that the kingdom in Islam, right? They telling their people they have to get it. In Christianity, we already see they siding with the beast. So where's the truth at, man? You know? And only from the elders on down, the brothers, you see with the men of the Lord bringing out the scriptures the way it's supposed to, man. Ain't nobody bringing out no scriptures, man. And the people who do try to bring it out is because they look at us, man. You know, even them that I think that Dominican Jake, he said it. He said, when I was a child, I used to see the Israelites on the streets in Times Square.
Yeah.
He said I used to ignore them. They used to talk about, they used to scream at white people, blah blah
I
blah.
never even knew about this.
Yeah.
I did it until you told me. I didn't even know what it was.
That was all the word of the Lord, man. That's when it was time.
Yeah. He said I used to look at them and they used to scream at white people. But he said they used to take like 5 minutes and they used to go into things that's happening right now. Martial law, the economy falling. And he said it's crazy how the people that we ignore, you know what I mean, they were telling the truth the entire time. Like he said, it's mind-blowing.
It's always like that. And in movies too, it's like that. It's always like that. The people that everybody hate, the people that they expect at least to have the truth.
The crazy people are always right. Yeah.
And that Jake Samaj that walked behind me that day, that he tapped my shoulder and he was asking those questions.
Yeah.
He wrote me like not so long ago. He basically tagged me something on Instagram. He said, it's crazy how my friend been telling me this since 3 years ago about, it was like when the news brought out the information about micro CHIP that can detect C19.
Pentagon has been coming out with a chip that could actually detect like COVID.
Yeah. So when he shared that, he said, yo, it's crazy how you've been telling me this for like 3 years ago and now it's happening. It's mind-blowing to me.
Remember that Edomite told us that?
Yeah, we came up.
Yeah, he said, yo, I remember we used to be seeing this thing. happening now. Like
Yeah,
I remember
yeah.
we used to talk about it, and it's like I was like, yeah, like it's the scriptures, man. He said, yo,
too. Like I always used to be in the conspiracy videos. You know,
Same.
like just seeing. I used to question myself, like, yo, where do I belong? I want to belong somewhere.
Know what it was? You had zeal. We all did have that zeal, but it wasn't according to knowledge. And then once you start learning this truth, it all
It's like,
connects.
damn, this is it. That's crazy.
And it's all through the spirit. We always seeking like truth. We always seeking like I knew something about this world that was just not out there. This is,
deeper than what I can see. Like,
you know, and the Lord had it where I learned about the Illuminati, Masonry societies, all of that at a young age. I was like 12, 13 when I learned that. You know, then from there I was hooked on it. My sister, I remember this day. I can't forget it. My sister came up to me. You ever heard about the Illuminati? I was like, nah. You know, then she showed a video on YouTube about Beyonce, Jay-Z, and all of them celebrities throwing up the Baphomet and all of this. And my heart started pounding. I was like, yo, because as a kid, I used to want to be in that industry. I used to want to be a singer. I used to want to act. I used to do all type of stuff. The next thing you know, from there, she never got hooked on it. I did. Like, the Lord set it up for a reason because she's forgot about the Illuminati. I started watching all the videos. Then I'm 19 years old now, which is spiritual 7 years later. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm 19. Next thing you know, I'm learning about the truth. 7 is completion. Now I learned the truth. I'm like, it all connects. It all connects. No wonder. You know? That's the secret counsel of the wicked, man.
Secret counsel, yeah, Isaiah, yeah. They're all in the scriptures. Isaiah 29:15. What scripture you got?
That's 1 Kings 19. Oh, yeah, we got that. Isaiah 29:15, and it reads, woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel from Yahawashi and their works are in the dark, and they say, who seeth us and who knoweth us?
Yeah, that's the Illuminati right there. That's what they say, who seeth us and who knoweth us. They knocked down the towers. And they're talking about some man in some cave. And they was running with this story, and people actually believed that back then too. See,
Everybody now knows it was inside job. That's like common knowledge.
They told the Taliban guy that they was like, oh, you guys gonna take responsibility for Bin Laden because he knocked down the towers. Can the world trust you? He rolled his eyes. He was like, and he said it in his language. He said everybody knows Bin Laden and knocked down the towers. The Taliban dude, he's like, everybody knows Bin Laden and knocked down the towers. Like, what are you talking about? So the guy was like, you still denying? He said, listen, there's no proof that Bin Laden knocked down those towers. Like who are you talking to? Like, everybody knows that your government did it. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop talking to me like I'm a fool.
Yo, that day was a whole ritual going on. We had George Wicked ass Bush inside the classroom.
They made a documentary on that shit.
Yeah, it said
had the kids perform. They was like plain
must hit steel and all of this.
And they went
they all
down
bow at the same time. They all bow.
Yeah.
And that's when the dude went up to him and said the towers got hit.
Yeah.
So it was a whole ritual that was set up that day. They sacrificed some people, man.
And they show you put up that video and show all the different clips.
Yeah, the cartoons.
The cartoons be holding gems, man.
Yo, you saw it.
It was like your dad, the Simpsons.
Episode where the full horsemen come down.
Yeah. And it said war, famine, and pestilence.
He's an insider, that guy.
Yeah.
They showed the tape, the one you showed the tape.
Yeah,
the Marvel one.
Yes.
They all showed the planes going towards the
WWF.
Yeah.
They had to fight the Twin Towers. He said the Twin Towers gonna come crumbling down.
Yeah.
That was all symbolic. They was told to say these things, and that's acting. They was reading the script. So who orchestrated that? The elites.
So they pinpointed that.
You know, yo, when I seen that clip, I was like, yo. Only thing I'm gonna do is read the scripture in the beginning, then add all these video clips and put the link of your video. Because you already broke it down based through the spirit. So I'm gonna put his video and just add these cartoon clips that's literally showing how it was planned by the elites.
Yo, they've been showing you shit in them cartoons, man.
Yeah.
They were showing this guy Kobe Death in the
cartoons,
man.
There was another one, I forgot the name of the show. You posted it when the helicopter came crashing down. And Kobe fell down.
Like Kobe, and
so they put that's how
they've been had his death.
Remember Simpson with Prince?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Some people don't listen to what we say.
Yeah.
They killed his ass too.
Yeah.
Some cartoons, man, they've been. Imagine you showing that to kids, but that's just way over their head. You know?
It's all Esau self-fulfilling prophecy.
Yeah.
It's predictive programming. He gotta tell you before he do something. You know, and he get off on that. He would tell you something, put it in plain sight. You know what I'm saying? Then it goes over people's heads. Next you know, it happens. And now they all surprised. When I was watching documentaries on the towers, man, that was dreadful, man. You know, people thought the world was ending back then. You know,
no, that documentary, that put fear in the Lord in you, man.
That's right.
Because you got to put yourself in those people's position.
Yeah.
Because that smoke, you could see it from a state away, and the heat. You know what I mean? And you being on the 90-something floor,
Oh my goodness.
80-something floor, and people trying to get to their loved ones, and the woman was like, no, I'm telling you, gonna make it home. He was like, yo, you don't understand. People are jumping above me right now. Take care of my daughters. Hanged up.
It's funny. It's like everybody, they so powerful, like atheists, they whatever the case, they believe in whatever, right? But as soon as all hell breaks loose, they all will be praying.
That's a
All
man.
will-
That's,
they all
yeah,
will be
man,
like,
that's that woman said that. She gave her testimony. She live in Texas now. But she said she was working. She was an atheist. And she was on the 30-something floor, so she was kind of safe. But at first, before it went down, the plane hit. She felt the building rock a little, and then she saw it on the news that the plane just said. She said she never prayed before, but that day she said she prayed from the 34th floor till they got down on the streets. Man, I was like, yeah, that's the fear of the Lord, man. You know, imagine that. You're on the 100th floor. So those people, they made a split-second decision. Is it I'm gonna burn to death or I gotta jump? They jump into their death. That's a long way down, man. You know what I'm saying? The Lord ain't nothing to play with, man. Niggas jumping from that. He just saw bodies. Remember that Dominican dude that worked in a restaurant? They call him the fallen man.
Yeah.
He fell backwards.
And yo, the Lord got a sense of humor, man. He looked like a plane about to crash.
Yeah.
The way he was positioned with his feet.
And then he came, and then he flipped over. And once you hit, it's just flat. It's just like, damn. Imagine that those 9 seconds you oh my God.
Man, I seen one of the videos someone falling. It was like you trying to climb down at first.
Oh yeah, he tried to go to another window. I said, look at this guy, man. This is an old Edomite.
Yo,
He tried to get a
man.
rope.
Yeah.
And I guess they was trying to hold him to see if he could get through another window, and then he could bring them down. Motherfucker, the angel said, "What the fuck you doing?"
And you know,
Cut
so-
that shit.
yeah,
That
yeah.
nigga just go.
Yeah.
And then you had one guy said he saw a woman fell because he was right below the impact zone, so he had time to go down. But he said he saw a woman fall. He said she must have slipped because all the smoke she probably couldn't see. And he said he could see the horror on her face as she's falling. And she had a look on her face like, damn, I can't believe I'm about to die. Like, it was just shock.
That
Like, yeah.
really put the fear of the Lord in you.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
you imagine being on a 97th floor and you got no choice but to jump or just burn to death.
Yeah.
You like
And that had to be real. That fight, that's how you know the missiles.
Oh, yeah.
About 1 million degrees. That plane jet fuel is nowhere as hot as the missiles, man. Yeah.
And the sun is I believe the nuclear missiles when it detonates it's 7 times higher than the sun itself. You know?
I heard it got even stronger since when they used to have it, like when they used it in Japan. I heard
It's
it
way
got
powerful.
more
That.
than
And you still
stronger.
people's shadows. You still see it stuck to the ground. See? So
And people they face was melting.
yeah.
It was a lot,
Nothing
yo.
could grow in the area. And that's the scripture says that's the Lord's anger.
As a matter of fact, let's get it.
Revelation 20th chapter. It's all kind of scriptures. You know, so the people said, man, I'd rather jump from the 100th floor than deal with this jet fuel. Fuck that. Man, Lord, it's horrible, man. And then the firefighters went in there trying to save people. Boom, buildings started coming down. I was like, yo, that was horrifying judgment, man.
Because scriptures do say
Yeah.
the Lord, He kills, He heals.
Yeah.
The Lord set all that up.
Yeah.
See, the Lord is in control of both sides, good
Yeah.
and evil.
Yeah.
So people always think the Satan doing his own
And
thing.
you see the apparitions in the
In the smoke.
The scripture says angels are minister of fire. You see the actual death angel
Spirits created vengeance.
in the actual smoke.
Yeah, you literally like you was able to see like
Yeah.
so, it was one.
Yeah.
You look
Yeah.
at some of the videos, you
Yeah.
can look it up. You know, faces in the smoke.
Yeah, you
know what I'm
actually see
saying?
like an angel face in the smoke.
Yeah, because it was the Lord had spirits. You know,
They're created for vengeance.
created
yeah.
for vengeance. You know,
And the people who didn't die from a lot of people in the area, thousands of people died years later because of all the toxins and debris. Died of stomach cancer, throat cancer. Like that was just judgment, man. And they said Bible sales was an all-time high after 9/11. All-time high, man.
and the affliction they shall seek me early.
Yeah.
You know, when people start catching hell out here, they're gonna try to seek the prophets. They're gonna ask because like something big is coming. What they did with 9/11, whatever about to come now, we know will come soon. It's gonna make 9/11 like a skip down the Yellow Road. It's gonna make 9/11 look like it was a cakewalk.
It was like,
It's not going to just be one place. They're going to hit major states, major cities like Chicago, Miami, California, of course, New York City. They're going to hit this place.
you know, New York is always ground zero of some bullshit, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why you gotta be in the truth, man.
Yeah.
anything they want to do, there's either two places they want to start first, either New York and Cali.
Yeah. And they always show these post-apocalyptic movies.
Yeah, New York and Cali always go under, yeah. Always, man.
So we know they're gonna set up an EMP attack, man. It's gonna knock all the power out. You know, there's gonna be a lot of terrorist attacks going on within that. We're gonna have military troops storming down, killing people. They showed you in what's that movie Purge. You know, we're going floor to floor in the projects, killing Jakes. You see, they got some major plan.
Yeah. And that thing too. And people in them buildings were making money. Those are 6-7 figure jobs.
And if I may add fast, and I heard that you had like 4,000 people called out the day before.
And most of them were Amalekites.
Most of them were Amalekites, so-called Jews. You know, those with the hats and the curls. A lot of them, 4,000 of them called out the day before that. They got insiders. They say, yo, we got to do an event. Don't come to work. I'm going to call out. You had a lot of our people in there, some Edomites. They didn't care who was up in there. You know, if he wasn't part of their little clique, he was getting hit. You know, that thing was massive judgment, man.
Yeah, that was judgment.
That was judgment. And when you mentioned that, I really just thought about being on a 90th floor and looking down, like, yo, if I jump,
it's got that blinding smoke. And like we said, the smoke you can see from a state away. So you can imagine being in the actual building itself, feeling that heat.
And then you know,
and the smoke,
these buildings, all these abominations.
That's an abomination.
Because the Lord not dealing with that. You know what I'm saying? The high, tall buildings and all of that. And then think about it. It was no fire escape. It was nothing. Like, it was designed for us. If something happened, y'all can't escape.
That's unfair for you to think firefighters could make it up there. But
a helicopter will come in. They'll let water down.
Yeah, they can't land on because the smoke coming up.
They designed that shit for on purpose.
Yeah.
They designed it to attach to some into it, man. You know? Because didn't the Twin Towers get built like in the 70s?
Yeah, and
60s?
it was built to withstand a plane. A plane can't bring down no damn building that size.
It's like 5 years after 9/11, George Bush said that they put explosive in the building high up, so when it goes off, no one demolition style, and no one above could escape. You see that? So they set it up.
You know, I guess a good thing they did build it. If they had built it where it falls coming out, oh my God, they probably still be counting bodies, man.
Yeah.
That would have been crazy.
Yeah.
The shit came out like that.
Oh yeah.
And just fell on people like that.
Yeah.
Oh,
and they showed that in one of the cartoon shows.
Mad other buildings.
Yeah. That would have been dreadful, man. Yeah.